I'm Mallory James Mahoney from Bunk'd, and you are watching Disney Channel. Wand, please! Gorgeous.
So how's that for a return to the airwaves for season 6 of Bunk'd for the Bill Elliott installment? Bunk'd House of Horror, like, oh my god. Excuse me, sorry about that. But anyway, that shit was creepy as fuck. And shout out to Steve Bannon for doing a hell of a job as Gus Hootenheimer. Between Gus Hootenheimer and Marshall, this is some redneck shit that this is some like typical Disney redneck shit if I've ever fucking seen it. I mean, I didn't know that Disney had that redneck personality in them. From the Marshall, now to Gus Hootenheimer. Like, two of the most redneck characters I've ever fucking seen in the history of Disney Channel, or let alone the other side of Nickelodeon. Ever since Krampus, from Danger Force. And who was that other redneck that... I'm trying to think. There was a redneck on Side Hustle, but I don't fucking remember. But anyway, yeah, let's get into it. But, I remember who the redneck on Side Hustle is, but at least he was a nice redneck, and he follows me and on all social media. But he's a nice redneck both on the show and real life, but that's a conversation we're going to save for another day. But yeah, that redneck on Danger Force was Krampus, played by Kurt Quinn, was bad in the beginning in the part 1, and then we got to part 2, the end of that whole 2-part episode, he turned nice, so which was really fucking cool to see. But now we'll go from Rednecks on Nickelodeon in 2020-2021 to Rednecks on Disney Channel in 2021-2022 going into 2023. Is Nick and Disney trying to go all redneck on me without me noticing? Because it's probably one of the worst kept secrets for the fan base, and if I've ever seen it for television. But anyway, let's get into the episode. So, the story of Gus Hootenheimer, the second coming of Disney on Nickelodeon redneck since the Marshall, Tom Rivera. I don't think Tom Rivera is a redneck in real life, and he seems like a really cool guy in real life, like a normal guy, but the character, as on the other hand, is I'm not sure if Steve Bannon acts like this in real life too, like we do, we say with Tom and Marshall, putting them side by side, two counterparts together. But this guy, Stutenheimer guy, and along with the Marshall, are the definition of television rednecks on a kid's show. But oh my god, the first story especially was the creepiest one, with the third story, it's second in command, because I thought they were really going to show us, Parker getting his hand cut off, but they were wise enough, like Dale Earnhardt Jr. did, cut to the next part, back to present day real time before they showed it. Like, oh my god, if fucking Disney would have showed us that shit, I would have lost my goddamn mind. Oh my god, and then, of course, I love how they had all these parody names of Wild West characters, Winnie the Kid, instead of Billy the Kid. I mean, I'm trying to think what else is there. We had, there was other Buffalo Bill. That was some good creativity by Disney Channel if I've ever seen it. But the whale story wasn't that creepy. It was just people disappearing and shit. And, but I will admit, though, because the bracelet one was creepy because of the moving of that Parker's hand and shit, and and then of course trying to cut it, but luckily they cut away before back to present day before they showed the cutting of the hand, because that would have been nasty as fuck. But and then of course the Scarecrow was weird as fuck. It was fucking creepy as balls, but luckily, they murdered the son of a bitch, only for it to come back to life in the form of that demon goat that was actually a normal goat, like 20 seconds earlier. And then, of course, the Gus Hootenheimer in present day at the end was in the picture frame, and it was all a tale. And then, Parker had the little nasty ass toilet thing still on his hand. They were running out in fear. Then the picture kind of came to life, but never jumped out of the frame. But wow, I mean, considering it was the first of few Halloween episodes first of 2 Halloween episodes Disney Channel's going to provide. I don't know if Ultraviolet's going to provide one, but we'll have to find out sometime, during spooky month and, coming up. Well, yeah, coming up this Saturday. This Saturday, October 1st, will be a haircut video, and then my EA Sports 500 at Talladega reaction video, then my Villains of Valley View, which I think was, what was the episode count? Oh my God. Oh, I think it's the Brett Bodine installment, but I could be wrong. I do remember they stopped at episode 10 in the summer, but beginning of August. But yeah, so therefore, if you thought this Halloween episode of Bunk'd was crazy, or the definition of living la vida loca like Ricky Martin, you haven't seen nothing yet. Wait until we get from Kikiwaka Ranch to Valley View after the EA Sports 500 in Talladega, Alabama. Oh my God, shit's about to go down with Billy Badass, Amy Madden, a.k.a. Havoc / Isabella Pappas. I mean, that's a conversation we're going to save for this coming Sunday. But there was really not much to talk about in this Bunk'd episode. All I can say is it was good to see my faves, Miranda and Mallory, back on my screen. And we have to wait till fucking Christmas, month to see, I think, what is going to be... the Johnny Benson installment, which will be the Christmas episode. So have a good night tonight and a better day tomorrow. Life will give you a lot of lows, but when you hit a high, enjoy it. That ain't for the weak. Goddamn, pace yourself, bring your ass, be you. You'll have to try harder to do less. You can't deport a dream. Sometimes the worst things in life lead to the best things. Always bet on the side of love. You got to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Sometimes you just got to be present. You never fail until you stop trying. It never pays to worry too much about things. We're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. It's never too late to turn the day around. Another day on time, another day to shine. Take care, everyone. Good night. And as we get back to the swing of things with Villains of Valley View starting this Sunday, maybe they'll give us a little quote / life lesson to use at the end of the video. And then even if we get more of this current television season, that's all I'm going to limit it to, because it would just be way too fucking much to keep adding more and more and more. And then it would become easy to forget, because right now it's easy to remember. I want to make sure it stays that way. But tomorrow, we're gonna break down, how, NASCAR, is for as much as, me and a bunch of online NASCAR mutuals on social media and YouTube or not, still like it. It's basically become unwatchable in recent years, because it goes to show you the incompetence of modern NASCAR. So tomorrow after work, there's going to be a video about that. So I can't wait to bring you guys in, and I hope you have as much fun watching it as I will bring it to you guys. So see you later, everyone.